I'm attempting to platinum every single Resident Evil before the release of Resident Evil Requiem. I honestly disliked Resident Evil 5, but this one takes the cake.
Resident Evil 6.
Now, right off the bat, this game has 4 different campaigns that are interconnected with one another. There's one for Leon, Chris, a newcomer named Jake, and Ada. And I decided to start from top to bottom, but I decided to do the tutorial. And first off, I say the word tutorial like that because it doesn't really teach you much, and second of all, this is literally just a mission that's in the game later. But here's the trophy, I guess.
Welcome, Leon. Bet you had a kick-ass first day.
It is June 29th, 2013, and Leon is forced to kill the now infected President of the United States, Adam Benford. And before he became infected, President Benford wanted to reveal the truth about the Raccoon City incident. Leon is forced to put this man down before he attacks his new partner, Helena Harper. She mentions that Leon will learn everything he needs to know at the Tall Oaks Cathedral. Leon reports the president's death to Hunnigan, and Hunnigan tells us how the virus is already spreading through the small town at a rapid rate. The two are at Ivy University, the historical school of Tall Oaks, where the president was supposed to reveal the truth, and the two get out of there ASAP. The pair make it to the underground train tracks in hopes of it being safer to navigate and slowly make their way above ground. And after a while, they run into some survivors at a gas station, and they save them and partner up with the bunch. And while playing, I got the lifesaver trophy. They keep surviving and later on escape the city. Before entering chapter 2, I just messed around and popped 2 miscellaneous trophies, titular achievement, and check out my dogs. And I bought a skill which gave me 1 is better than none. In chapter 2, the escapees crashed the bus into a cemetery, causing the bus to explode, leaving only Leon and Helena alive. They trek their way through the cemetery and get to the cathedral, where they have to stand their ground until they are let in by the people inside. Once they finally get in, the two try to find a way to a secret bunker that leads underground, and they do this by running around and solving puzzles. Once they open it, a gaseous monster comes out and uses his gas to turn survivors into zombies. Huh. Oh.
No! Ew! Ah!
Whose kink is this? Later on, Leon and Helena find a tape recording titled Happy Birthday Ada Wong and pops it into a VCR, and the tape shows a C-virus experiment and a woman coming out of a cocoon, and it's none other than Ada Wong? Leon and Helena keep pushing and fighting, which gave me the zombie massacre trophy. And Helena finally reveals to us what she has been hiding. Leon and Helena find this woman deep in the catacombs, and it turns out to be Helena's sister, Deborah. We escort her until she suddenly falls off and bursts into flames and enters a cocoon-like state and bursts out of it, sort of like how Ada Wong did. But Deborah gets shot with an arrow from Ada Wong's crossbow, speak of the devil, I guess. And the catacombs begin shaking, but we are forced to fight Helena's sister. And it's revealed that Hunnigan's boss, Derek C. Simmons, was the one who caused Deborah to mutate like she did. In chapter 3, the two escape the catacombs and have to fight a mutated shark on some Neptune type shit, and swim up to the shore to see the military sent by Simmons sterilizing the area to get rid of evidence. Hunnigan secretly calls Leon and tells him and Helena about the C-virus and Simmons' secret experiments, and Leon tells Hunnigan to fake their deaths. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't make sense why he said that, because in chapter 4, a day passes and the two board an airplane to China. How? I don't know. Like, they are dead. Whatever. And of course, everything goes left and the pilots get turned into gaseous VOWs, and we have to fight it and steer the airplane. We steer it and Leon notices Ada on a train, and we successfully crash in Langshan, China. They get out and Leon and Helena run into Sherry Birkin, the girl from Resident Evil 2, and her partner Jake Muller. Leon tells Sherry that Simmons is in on the operation, and she tells us that she works for him. The conversation randomly gets halted by this giant Man-Thing, and they have to take it down and defeat it. And they take down the monster, and after the battle, Leon tells Sherry not to trust Simmons. After this, they have to find keys in an area with this weird enemy, and they later see Ada Wong going into an empty-looking building. They follow her, and the building turns out to almost be a fun house of tricks, but once they get her cornered, they see Ada being chased by Chris Redfield and his partner Pierce Nivens.
Chris and Leon are fighting? Okay.
Chris is about to shoot Ada, but Leon protects her. Ada throws a flash grenade and dips, and Chris and Leon continue their agendas without bumping heads into one another. Leon finds Sherry, Jake, and Simmons, and Simmons just genuinely unloads on everyone. But nobody gets hit, of course. The four quickly make a plan, and Leon and Helena stay to take down Simmons, and Simmons injects himself with an enhanced strand of the C virus, and we are forced to take him down while on a moving plane. Train. About to piss myself off. Once the duo take him down, they go deeper into the city to see that the people of Langshang are being escorted out by the military. They think it's over until they get a call from Hunnigan telling him that Sherry and Jake are abducted, and they find out the key to stopping the C virus is Jake Muller. Helena notices something up in the sky, and Leon gets patched through to Chris Redfield's aircraft, and Chris tells Leon to get the hell out of there! Because a nuke absolutely filled with the C virus is about to get dropped on Langshang, turning everyone in it into bioorganic zombies. Leon quickly tells Chris to rescue Sherry and Jake. Leon tells Chris that Jake is Wesker's son, and Chris tells Leon that Ada Wong is dead. Okay. In the final chapter, the two fight the new and sadly improved bioorganic zombies when hope begins to feel lost. Ada Wong shows up in a helicopter and helps out. In the tutorial from earlier, it's just happening now, I guess. And so to pick from where that ended, we fight Simmons and he turns into a BOW dinosaur. And we pause his terror with the help of Ada Wong. Leon and Helena have to climb up a burning building, and we have to fight this dude Simmons again. And he has a new form or something, I don't know. Ada helps us out, but he gets knocked out and Leon hooks her up, and they pause his terror again. And finally, in his final form, he uses the C virus zombies to create a new form of a fly. And this fight was just so freaking hard. And during this boss fight, I got Silent Killer. They defeat Simmons and take a helicopter out of China. Helena and Leon meet up at Deborah's gravesite, and they all live happily ever after. The trouble with women. That's real. Chris is alone at a bar being drunk. This guy by the name of Pierce Nivens, almost said Pierce Nivens. This guy by the name of Pierce Nivens, member of the BSAA North American branch's Alpha team. And Chris doesn't remember a single thing post Resident Evil 5, but Pierce won't let him forget. So he recruits him as the team's captain. Chris and the BSAA go to China to deal with BOWs. And during this mission, I got down, not out. At the end of the mission, Alpha team and Bravo team were able to complete their rescue.
Wait. I don't have any ammo!
Chris sees one of the human goons, and the jigsaw pieces begin to fall into place for Chris as he starts to remember. 6 months before, on December 24th, 2012, Chris led Alpha Team in containing BOWs in Adonia, which is like a place in Europe. You'll hear about it later. Chris is also leading a rookie by the name of Finn. During this mission, Chris and Pierce have to hold out against a giant BOW with the help of Jake Mullen and Sherry Birkin.
I got another red fucking herb. I literally can't do anything. I have 4 red herbs, bro. I have 4 red herbs. No green in sight. These are oh, bro, I have nothing. I literally have been stuck on 2 bars of health for like the past entire mission.
After the fight, they run into a prisoner of the resistance, Ada Wong. Ada Wong has been supplying the rebel forces of BOWs via an organization known as Neo Umbrella and discovered the existence of the C virus. Chris tells Pierce to keep an eye on her, but she slips away and deploys a bomb containing the C virus, mutating Chris's entire team, including Finn of course, into cocoons. One of the creatures knocked Chris in the head, causing him to lose his memory and consciousness. Now that Chris has regained his memories, Chris is now making it his mission to bring justice to his now dead team and get revenge against Ada Wong, since she is leading the terrorist group Neo Umbrella. Chris and Pierce run into Sherry and Jake again.
Like, bro, just give it up.
Like, bro, just give.
Relax your throat and make eye contact.
What did you just say? There's no way. Finally, dude. Oh, bottom 5 missions ever. In any Resident Evil ever. Oh yeah, killed them all.
Later on, Chris and Pierce find Ada again, and they chase after her and run into Leon and his partner Helena defending her. Chris is about to shoot Ada, but Leon protects her. Ada throws a flash grenade and dips, and Chris and Leon continue their agendas without bumping heads into one another. Chris proceeds and chases after Ada Wong and follow her to the Neo Umbrella aircraft carrier. The two fight through more BOWs and make it aboard the aircraft carrier occupied by Neo Umbrella. On the vessel's bridge, the pair corner Ada as she is about to launch the zombie missile into Langshan, China, with the intentions of recreating the Raccoon City tragedy. But before she could see the missile launch, Ada gets shot and drops to her death.
Ada.
Oh! Chris and Pierce take an airplane to try and disarm the missile, but they fail, and the missile is launched into Langshan. And I got the Flying Ace trophy for not taking damage. Leon gets patched through to Chris Redfield's aircraft, and Chris tells Leon and Helena to get the hell out of there because a nuke absolutely filled with the C virus is about to get dropped on Langshan, turning everyone in it into bioorganic zombies. Leon quickly tells Chris to rescue Sherry and Jake. Leon tells Chris Jake is Albert Wesker's son, and Chris tells Leon that Ada Wong is dead. There's always hope. Why are we lying? Chris and Pierce have to rescue Jake and Sherry. The pair infiltrate Neo Umbrella's undersea facility, and once they find Jake and Sherry, Chris tells him that his father was Albert Wesker and that he killed him. Jake points a gun at him. Before he could take him out, he realized there are bigger fish to fry. The four take on BOWs in the Neo Umbrella's massive BOW named Chaos Awakens. At last, Ada's true objective ends up happening. And I got the achievement, finish what you start. And the BOW chases Chris and Pierre while Jake and Sherry escape. They have to fight Chaos, and they are chased by him again. They get cornered by Chaos, and from the looks of it, they aren't gonna win this fight. The monster is like dead ass indestructible. But that is until Pierce takes the virus and puts it in his arm, causing his arm to mutate and absorb lightning, giving him, lightning powers. Because I fucking guess, I don't know. Like, yeah, this boss is just terrible. This boss, you get no ammo, you get nothing. They attempt to escape to the escape pods, but Pierce decides to sacrifice himself to take down Chaos for good by electrocuting the water before it could escape. And after saving the world, Chris decides to remain with the BSA-8 and continues fighting biohazards all around the world. Jake is a young mercenary, living his life fighting for the rebels of Edonia. The Edonia life started changing drastically when a strange medicine disguised as supplements turned the people of Edonia into monsters, except for Jake, who was left unaffected. This reminds me of the time when the CIA were putting drugs in black neighborhoods. Confused by the chaos of it all, Sherry Birkin comes out of the shadows to help explain the medicine was actually the C virus, the work of Neo Umbrella. She also tells Jake how his immunity will help cure everyone of the virus. The two take on a camp and later run into this big beefy, I don't even know, named Istananak, Neo Umbrella's monstrosity tyrant-like monster. I said monster, you get the point. They barely make it out alive and make their way back above ground and run into Chris Redfield and his partner Pierce Nivens. During this mission, Jake and Sherry have to hold out against a giant BOW with the help of Chris and Pierce. After the fight, Jake and Sherry board a BSA-8 helicopter, but Istananak attacks once again.
Wait, the guy. I wasn't listening.
And the fight ends with them taking a torn parachute straight to the ground. Jake and Sherry hit the ground, surviving the fall, surprisingly. Sherry shielded Jake from a large piece of metal. Jake removes it and Sherry heals right before our eyes, showing the long-lasting effect of the cure she took back in 1998. After exploring a snow area for keycards, a vacant lodge in the middle of the woods, and Sherry talks to Jake about the unforgettable night of September 30th, 1998. A day I'll never forget.
The cop inside me died that day.
The two are then interrupted by more Javo in this Resident Evil 4 style attack, but they later escape and then go in this cave where Istananak appears to be napping, and he uses bugs to alert him. Who is this businessman? And why are you here? While escaping, there's this part where you have to do a quick time event. My game was genuinely bugged, so I had my friend help me out.
How do you run? Like you do like the dodge. Oh!
Hey.
Ooh!
Yeah, you get a lot of.
Ooh!
Oh, this what you meant by dodge? Like rolling
You
on
see that? Did you see that?
R2. Ooh! Shit. Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. Oh, I got. Oh! Pull me 2 times. Oh my god! Oh. I thought it was actually
you were,
over.
Like, screaming and I was dead silent. Like I two types of fear responses because I was. Ooh, but wait, I'm going this way. Ooh, where am I going? Okay, roll again. Why are you? There you go. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Put me out. Someone put me out. Hey, I ever tell you about the story of a man named Leon Kennedy? Why are you looking at yourself? Look at me.
Oh shit.
Just looking in the back. I ever tell you about Leon Kennedy? This dude is awesome. He saved my life. Him and this girl named Claire Redfield. Sorry, I get them mixed up.
Oh,
anyway,
Chris, your brother.
Watch this. Ooh, you see that? Like, come on. Like, he does all these cool flips. I'm trying to do my flips. Watch this. I'm gonna do a full backflip.
Go ahead.
Prank in Walmart.
That's the same
Yo,
option.
they got Subway Surfers on this. Yeah,
Oh my god! I was joking! Hurry! Oh my god! Push this! Hurry! You're so embarrassing. You're so embarrassing.
Yo, Bart Simpson lobotomy. Backflip prank. Wait, backflip prank behind Jake.
After escaping again, we run into Ada Wong and her Neo Umbrella crew, including Yastaniak, and hear how his father is Albert Wesker and how he almost destroyed the world. Ada then kidnaps the two. Jake and Sherry now separated within the same lab of Neo Umbrella inside of China for the next 6 months of their lives. The two finally find the moment to escape and finally reunite, but their reunion is bittersweet. Literally, since Sherry was happy to see Jake, but Jake was just broody and angry at the idea of his father. While playing the game, I didn't even know this took place 6 months ahead, or like I instantly forgot because they're talking about the events as if they happened yesterday and not 6 months ahead in time. Whatever, bro. So he's just mad at the idea of his father, saying he has been cursed by his blood. Sherry gets angry with this since she has a bit of a similar situation at hand, but Jake just waves it off, and the two continue their mission to get out of China. During this mission, I got Javo genocide for defeating 500 Javo.
Oh, I killed him before he could transform.
While escaping, Jake spots a motorcycle and escapes the facility with Sherry. The two are now on the run deep in Langchang, China. They get caught and surrounded by Neo Umbrella, but the battle's weight is lifted off of their shoulders when Chris and Pierce show up to help attack the helicopter from above. The helicopter gets taken down and they leave without saying a word. Jake and Sherry keep running and they run into a biohazardous chainsaw man and take him down. And after that, the two witness an airplane crash right in front of them. They run to go check it out, and it is Leon Kennedy and his partner Helena Harper. Leon tells Sherry that Simmons is on the operation, and she tells Leon that she works for him. The conversation randomly gets halted by Yastaniak, and they take it on and defeat it. The four get split up with their partners respectfully, and Leon tells Sherry not to trust Simmons. Jake and Sherry run into a nest of Java and are overpowered, resulting in them getting captured once more. In the final chapter, Jake and Sherry are captured in an undersea Neo Umbrella facility at the bottom of the ocean. The two escape and run into Chris and Pierce. Chris tells him that his father was Albert Wesker and that he killed him. Jake points a gun at him, but before taking him out, he realized there are bigger fish to fry. The four take on BOWs, and the Neo Umbrella's massive BOW chaos awakens. At last, Ada's true objective ends up happening. As the BOW chases Chris and Pierce, Jake and Sherry split off and of course runs into Yastaniak and are forced into a very fiery fight, resulting in Jake fighting Yastaniak in hand-to-hand combat.
Is this nigga dead ass? Is he serious? We just struggled to shoot a fucking gun, and you think we're just gonna scrap? Yeah, okay.
Get the fuck up in 2024!
And he finally dies off in the magma. Jake and Sherry finally defeated the monster and surprisingly lived. After this whole fiasco, Jake hands over a sample of his blood to Sherry and disappears off the face of the earth, causing the creation of the vaccine for the C virus, and the outbreak is now officially over.
Where's Leon when I need him?
I was so high, I did not recognize.
Ada Wong is instructed by her new boss, Derek C. Simmons, to infiltrate a submarine. I guess it's supposed to be parallelism, but she literally doesn't have a reason to be naked. What's going on? In there, she finds orders from Simmons regarding the capture of Jake Muller, an Adonian man who has antibodies of the C virus. But the orders were 6 months old, and Ada has no memory of receiving them. Ada escapes the submarine, which starts becoming filled with water, and for some reason, she just doesn't use her grappling hook here. These are reasonably smart characters, so I hate when games dumb down characters to put them through stupid situations. It's just ridiculous. You tell me she could go from here all the way to there, but she can't go from here to there? It doesn't make sense. And so she receives another message from Simmons telling her that there are more pieces to the puzzling 6-month-old order. And he also reveals Neo Umbrella will launch bioterror attacks first in America and then in China. Oh, baby's first bioweapon war crime or some shit. And of course, she heads to America. Simmons begins the attack in Tall Oaks, USA. As she goes deeper into Simmons' laboratory, she finds Leon and his partner Helena Harper, and they get into a fight with Helena's sister Deborah. After the fight, Helena fields both Leon and Ada on how Simmons blackmailed her into working with him at the expense of keeping her sister safe. Ada leaves and calls Simmons, but he adds another piece to the puzzle by informing her about the family, which is a generations-old shadow organization that continues their wealth by manipulating global tensions. Are they real? I think this is a real family. I think this is real life now. And he tells her to go to another lab. And in there, she finds a tape labeled Happy Birthday Ada Wong. And in the tape, she sees herself being born from a cocoon, confirming her theory of a doppelganger being on the loose and a doppelganger's connections to the so-called family. Since China was next on Simmons' list, Ada heads to Langsheng and locks down her imposter's location while she runs into the biohazardous chainsaw man and takes him down while on the train. While on the train, she sees an airplane crash and grapples onto a building. From a distance, she sees both Jake Miller and Sherry Birkin, and they are fighting the chainsaw man again. And Ada decides to help them out from snipes from above, and later saving Sherry from a near-death experience. While on the rooftop, she also witnesses her doppelganger in a high-speed chase with Chris Redfield and Pierce Nivens, saying how all of this feels like a Raccoon City reunion. She later infiltrates the Neo Umbrella-controlled aircraft carrier with the intentions of tracking down her imposter. Also in this section, we run into Chris and Pierce, but instead of saying, I have a doppelganger on the loose, she decides to sneak around the aircraft carrier. Oh my god, it doesn't make sense. After doing some research, Ada finds the origins of her clone, and it turns out Simmons wanted an obedient soldier like Ada Wong, but after so many failures, the experiment ran on for too long until Simmons injected the C virus in a sample of Ada's DNA into Carla Radams, the chief scientist and romantic interest to Simmons that had been groomed and love bombed since the age of 15 and came out of the cocoon becoming Simmons' own little Ada Wong. Also, it doesn't help that he looks like Jared Leto, and I think this is something Jared Leto would do. But the buried consciousness of Carla slowly started to wake her up, and she began plotting her revenge on her own creator. Ada sees her evil twin getting gunned down by the family and witnesses her fall to her death. She later goes down and walks up to her to see that Carla isn't dead and attempts to kill Ada Wong to become the true one and only Ada Wong and replace her. This is so weird. Ada is forced into fighting her, where Carla takes on the form of this white moldy sludge, and Ada takes her down using nitrogen gas tanks. Yeah, this is the most lackluster boss. It's like a mini boss even. I wouldn't even call it a boss. After the fight, Ada decides to take a helicopter to Langshang in hopes of tying up loose ends. Ada flies to the city and immediately helps out Leon and Helena fight off zombies, and she even later helps fight Simmons' second form via helicopter as well. After that, she decides to help civilians and lands the helicopter for Leon and Helena to escape on.
What? Are you kidding me? Yo, get rid of that shit right now. That has been with me since the beginning of her freaking playthrough. Oh. God damn it. Oh, damn it. Ah! Survival horror, everyone, if you could call it. They died? Oh man, we did tragedy after tragedy. I can't catch a break. They died?
And she later helps Leon and Helena fight Simmons and takes him down for good. She gives one last glance at Leon before shooting him a message, and the two go their separate ways once again. Ada makes a final stop at the Quad Tower and destroys Carla and Simmons' work without any care in the world and leaves the place after getting a phone call knowing what her next mission is going to be. I got the chapter-specific trophy and all of the difficulty-related trophies. After completing every single campaign, I decided to finish a good portion of the list by doing character-specific trophies and quick missable trophies like Stuntman for Helena. I got Rise Up for earning a level 4 title, Hard Choice for Jake, High Voltage for Sherry.
Oh my God.
The world is literally in our hands, by the way.
You gotta save. Fuck. Okay. Okay.
I just want to get my kills, bruh. I'm so over this game, bro. Bro. Actually, you can't make this up. Oh my God. Dude, there's literally nothing going on right here. Open the door.
This is like Fortnite. Yo. Ooh. This is Fortnite.
Are you mental?
Bring the heat for Pierce, give a little push, bob and weave. I prefer them alive for saving these girls or whatever. Give them their own game and sneaking around for Ada. Now I had to do some of the grindier trophies like Weapon Master, where I had to get a kill with every gun, which is kind of easy since you can see how many you need in your record, even though they can be incorrect, which was the case specifically for this next trophy. BOWs are ugly, which you must defeat 100 enemies that come out of the cocoons. And in the records it said I only killed about 5, even though I defeated many throughout the story mode. And so I just kept going and kept farming until I got the trophy. I had to max out all of the skills, which was very, very tedious, because you have to accumulate close to 1 million skill points to max out the specific ones. And I did this while almost falling asleep in my chair because I kept farming the same Ada mission that I was using for the BOWs or ugly trophy. And so I got a lot of skill points from it, so I kept farming and and the last grindy trophy that I had to collect was the serpent emblems, which would also give me the action figures trophy. Oh, let's see, it's gonna be Deborah, but I swear to God, she's gonna be really sexualized, I feel like. What the fuck? I was singing it so well, I thought that was part of the song. Lastly, I had to earn 150 different medals, and luckily there are bonus modes where you can get these medals as well. So me and my friend grinded the Mercenaries game mode, and honestly, it was quite fun.
What? What? I can't.
That's
What is
actual
it with this
bullshit.
game and blowing me up? Josh, I don't want to alarm you, but
I see him.
fat. Los spoils on your way.
Yo, kill that nigga. I mean the dog.
Oh shit! Oh, Sparky! Sparky! No, boy!
Look at you. That guy. Dude, get the fuck out of here. They all jumped at me at the same time.
There's also an explosive barrel right here.
Right there? Or was that the same one? Or did I just find one? Or
Bomb time.
did you put it down? Hurry. Run. Let's go.
And that's what gave me the platinum Resident Evil 6 platinum trophy.
This is the Shannon song. Everybody sing along. This is the Shannon song. Everybody sing along.
Yeah, so to my surprise, this game honestly is as bad as they say, which is crazy because I like to go in here with no bias at all, but this game actually is that bad. It's not good. I think the concepts were cool. The combat was leagues better than Resident 5's combat. And Leon's playthrough was the best. It brought back RE2 horror vibes that this game kind of definitely needed. But that's all I can say, honestly. Like, the last time I played Resident Evil, I feel like I was watching a Fast and Furious movie, but this is like one of the Fast and Furious movies where Dwayne just cures his broken arm. It's as ridiculous as that, and it just doesn't land for me. I know people don't play these games for the story, but I play for the story and the action and the horror, and almost none of it was good. 4 trophies out of 10. If you like this video, remember to like, subscribe. Resident Evil 7 and 8 are on the way. I got you guys, and thanks for watching. Peace.